Is it all worth it? It's all led to this. Man, I got this.
Yo, what's good, Tiger fans, and welcome back. Today we got a video about LSU's QB Room. With our new OC Mike Denbrock and his mobile QB / RPO offense, we take a look into the LSU QB Room and my projections on the starter, the backup, the red shirt, and the odd man out. Right now, our QB Room sits with Myles Brennan, the 8 to 10-year senior, Jaden Daniels, the transfer from Arizona State University, Garrett Nussmeier, who's a redshirt freshman, and Walker Howard, who's coming as a true freshman. I'm going to go ahead and start this out with the odd man out. My belief on the odd man out is Myles Brennan. Myles started the 2020 year with 1,100 yards, 11 TDs, and 3 interceptions in 3 games, which was great. He was on the road to a career year before suffering his season-ending body injury. Only bad thing about that was Brennan and the Tigers started 1-2. And no Tiger fan wanted to see that. With losses to Mizzou and Mississippi State, that was terrible. With our only win coming against Vanderbilt, no Tiger fan wanted to see that. Yes, the defense was horrific, but our eyes will go back to the quarterback. It always happens. He's the king of the team, the quarterback. But personally, I believe he's the odd man out because I don't think he has that it in him. By it, I mean like when the game on the line, we know we got the quarterback to go and win us the game. We're not second guessing it at all. Like with Burrow, we knew if the game was on the line, he was going out there and getting us that touchdown, getting us in the field goal range, whatever we needed from him, he was going to get it. By it, I also mean by taking the game over like Burrow would do. I know it's hard to compare him to Burrow, but being a quarterback at LSU, Louisiana State University, you have to have that it in you. And I don't think he has it. He does have a nice arm, yes. But with the arm comes bad reads to me as well. Also, he's the least athletic quarterback on the roster, and I don't think he's going to fit well into Denbrock's system. So that's mostly why I believe he's the odd man out. Now we're going to go ahead and get started with the projected starter. My projected starter, yes, is the transfer Jaden Daniels. He's the projected starter to me because he's the most athletic quarterback on the roster. Jaden has the big playability, yes. He has the legs to escape anything he needs to escape. But also he has his flaws. He has some bad reads as well. He's not always on target. But that athletic ability will fit into Denbrock's system better than Myles would, and Garrett and Walker as well. He had 301 pass attempts with 2,381 yards, 10 TDs, and a bad 10 interceptions in 2021. It wasn't his best year. Like I say, he never really had the athletes around him that he's going to have at LSU. But during his freshman year, when he had 49ers playmaker receiver, Brandon Ayuk, he was a much better passer with 2,750 yards and 17 touchdowns while having just 2 interceptions on 310 attempts. So he threw for more yards, he had more attempts, and he had way less interceptions and more TDs. In the spring game, he showed a lot of upside. He missed a few throws here and there, but that was expected as he has a change of scenery from going from ASU in the Pac-12 to big boy SEC football and just being in Tiger Stadium. He had to have the nerves kicking in. But his ability to evade the pocket showed very well, and he may even be better in live action. He had some nice deep throws as well and was on point. So this is why I believe Daniels will fit into Denbrock's system the best and start the season for the Tigers. But as I stated, he is also the athletic quarterback. The backup is going to be Garrett Nussmeier. We all know Nussmeier got that slanger. He's going to slang that ball. One thing he's not scared to do is throw the ball. But I feel like he need to learn a little bit more as he's still fresh to this. Because we see at the end of the season, there had some throws where he'll force it. Once he starts to learn the defenses a little more, being more live action as a backup, I think he's going to succeed and become one of the best quarterbacks on our roster. But he's going to keep working, being that he's from Louisiana. His goal is to start for LSU and playing Tiger Stadium as a starting quarterback. Who in Louisiana dream is not that? I mean, we have our QBs that goes to other states, players that go to other states, but unless he's a 337 kid and he want to stick to the roots. Now, red shirt, I believe is going to be Walker Howard. Walker Howard is the future of the program. He was heavily on Cali's radar while he was at Notre Dame. And when it came down to it, his final two schools were LSU and Notre Dame. And when we got Kelly, that just put everything in stone. He was coming, he was set. He didn't have to go anywhere else. He knew what he wanted and where he wanted to be. But I believe he raised shirts to get healthy, as he had two leg injuries in high school. One was a broken leg for his senior year. So I think he's going to take this raised shirt to heal, gain a little size to be QB1 in the future, and take LSU by the reins and go to the top with him. Now in recruiting, there is Dante Moore, the 5-star number 4 quarterback in the nation. He just said he's going to make his decision Friday, July 8th. Everyone believes it's down to LSU and Oregon, with Miami signing Rashada. I believe they're out the sweepstakes. This is a key piece to add to this quarterback room. Having Dante Moore come in, sit behind Walker Howard and learn a little bit, I believe we could have one of the best QB rooms in the nation if we could get Dante Moore down here. And he's going to take the reins. But right now, he's projected to Oregon and land to the Ducks. But LSU has a fighting chance. We recently had a crystal ball for 5-star number 4 receiver in the nation, Jalen Brown, which would be a good addition and could solidify 2 major commits for the Tigers. That could be a 1-2 punch right there. That could be a Burrow and Chase. That's a big comparison, but having those 2 5-stars come to Baton Rouge would be major for the Tigers. Dante would add a great arm and great IQ to the QB room. He would fit directly into Denbrock's system, as he could read the defense in RPO and use his legs if needed. So let's go, Tiger fan. Let's put our fingers crossed and hope we could land Dante Moore to add him to this great QB room that we have. Thanks for sticking it out to the end. We're going to get down to the nitty gritty, and we're going to start our season off on the right foot. Thanks for joining. Love. Go Tigers.